Hello everyone, here we will discuss more examples on inner product space. We will apply some properties of inner product space over here. So let us see the examples. Suppose that u comma v and w are the vectors satisfying this. Inner product of u comma v is -1, v comma w is 3, inner product u comma w is 2, and norm of u is 3. Norm of v is 2, norm w is 1. Then evaluate the following expressions. So we'll evaluate this expression one by one. The inner product of u minus v minus 2w and 4u plus v, that we are going to simplify first. So this is equal to, we can apply symmetry axiom since it is inner product space, so it can be written as 4u plus v, its inner product with u minus v minus 2w. Now additivity axioms tell us that we can write this as 4u's inner product with u minus v minus 2w and plus v's inner product with u minus v minus 2w. We can again apply symmetry axioms at the next steps. You should write reason behind each step. I'm not writing here, but while writing you should write reason. Why you are doing this? Because of symmetry. Every time you should write reason. This is additivity axioms in the inner product space. Additivity axiom, second condition. Due to additivity axiom, then now once again you can apply symmetry axiom, u minus v minus 2w for u plus u minus v minus 2w v. Why I written? Because this is symmetry axiom, right? Reason again here. This is symmetry axiom. And now once again you can apply the additivity axioms. What should you use the inner product for u minus v inner product for u, like that. So u inner product with for u plus minus v inner product with 4u plus 2w inner product with 4u. This is the first expression. This third addition you are applying. You know, for 2 we can inductively do, we can do for 3. A plus b plus c comma d, a b, a d, b c, b d and c d, we can write like this. Suppose this is your a, this is b, and this is c, and this is d. So a inductively you can do, you know, for 2 you can repeat inductively, you can apply for this a comma d, b comma d and c comma d. Forget about sign, just put the value of abc over there. And next what we want to do, once again you are expressing this second. So what you are doing, u inner product with v plus minus v inner product with v plus minus 2w inner product with v. So you can apply again symmetry as per your necessity. Homogeneity we didn't apply here till now. Okay, this -1 can, this v can be written as -1 into v. So minus, and again apply symmetry axioms. It is 4u comma v plus 2 can be taken out, and once again symmetry we can apply. Two steps are merged here. U comma v minus v comma v minus 2 times w comma v. So for inner product u comma u is norm of u square. This -4 can be taken out. 2 into 4, it is 8 u comma w plus u comma v minus norm u square minus 2 times w comma v. So now it is needed to put all the value, just nothing else. So what is value of norm of u square? Norm of u is given to you that norm u is 3. So it is 9, 3 square. What is inner product u with v? Inner product u with v is minus 1. The inner product with u with w, it is 2. Inner product u with v, inner product u with v is minus 1. Inner product of norm of v given to you that it is 2. So it is 4. Norm of v square is 4. And last 2 times wv or vw, it is one and the same, it is given 3. So after calculations, one can verify above step also. After calculations, you should get answer 13. So this is the evaluation of that. This is the evaluation of that. Now second part. What is second part? Second part, you need to evaluate 2w minus u. So to evaluate this, you know that norm of any vector square is definition. So I'll just square it. Once it square it, so it is inner product of 2w minus u, 2w minus u. And since norm is positive, finally we can write positive square root of it, as norm is inner product, norm of the vector is always positive. So additivity axioms tell us that 2w comma 2w minus u, minus I will take directly out, u comma 2w minus u. Once again, symmetry axioms you can apply. 2w minus u comma 2w minus 2w minus u comma u. And again, apply the additivity axioms. 2w comma 2w plus minus u comma 2w. So what you do, don't take minus out here, just keep minus over here. It will no change, but keep for the practice. Plus minus u comma minus u. Since your vector space is real vector space, so 2 into 2, 4. Okay, 2w comma 2w plus, now here minus 1 is taken out, u comma 2w plus 2 is taken out, w comma minus u, and minus plus minus 1 is taken out, u comma minus u. Once again, symmetry axioms is applied. So this is can be written as 2 times 2w comma w minus 2w comma u plus 2 minus u comma w minus u comma u. And once again, homogeneity condition is applied. Each step you should write reason. You should mention reason what we are going to apply. You should mention reason what you are going to apply. Okay. So this 2 into 2, 4, w inner product with w, minus 2 is taken out, w inner product with u, minus 1 is taken out, u inner product with w, and the last minus minus plus u inner product with u. So 4 times norm of w square, this is minus 2 times u comma w, symmetry axioms is applied, plus norm u square. So finally the evaluation of this is norm of 4 times norm of w square minus 4 times inner product u with w plus norm of u square. And you have known these values. The norm w is, you know, what is norm w? Norm of w is 1. So it's 1 square. What is inner product of u with w? Inner product of u with w is 2, and norm of u is 3. So it is 9, 3 square. So final calculations 4 plus 9 minus 8. So it should be 5. This is 2w minus u square. And you want to find norm of this, norm of 2w minus u. Since norm is positive, you should write positive square root. So this is the simplification of it. You can do more further practices from the exercise of the your textbook given in the syllabus. I will have more example. Let V is equal to P2R. Sometimes simply it is called as P2. P2 means set of all polynomials of degree at most n. Define the product P by Q as -1 to 1 Q of x into Q of x dx. Then first show that this defined product is inner product. First, you have to verify this, and this will be homework to you. You need to solve, you need to verify all four conditions. Second, find the norm of P with this product when the value of P is 1 minus x. Third, find distance between P and Q when P is x and Q is x square and Q is x square. So it is easy to verify that this is inner product easily. You have to show that it is symmetric integration. You can easily, this product is defined by this formula. Whatever product you define here, you have to verify four conditions over here. The first condition is symmetry axioms. That inner product of PQ is nothing but Q comma P. Second is additivity. So for that you need three elements P plus Q comma R. It should be PR plus QR. The next, what is the next? It should be homogeneity. So take scalar. Scalar is real number here, alpha times P with Q. It should be alpha times product of PQ. And last is positivity. The inner product of P with P has to be greater than or equal to 0, and it is 0 if and only P is 0. The four conditions you need to verify for this formula. Once you verified it, then you can say that this is an inner product on the P2. This is another product. We have earlier product is different, and this product is different. We can have defined different product on given polynomial. So norm of P, what it means norm of P? It is the square root of inner product of P with P. So what is the definition of inner product? Okay, just find what is P with P inner product. It is -1 to 1 P of x into P of x. So value of P is 1 minus x. So it should be 1 minus x squared dx. You have to integrate this, and you can integrate easily to find the answer. After integrating, this is non-p square actually. This is non-p square. After integration of this, you will get non-p square as non-p square p as 2 by root 3. You have to just evaluate this integration. Just integrate with respect to x, put limit, it will be non-p square and write positive square root. This will be the norm of P for that. And how to find distance? Distance between P and Q is norm of P minus Q. By the definition, norm of P minus Q is the inner product P minus Q, P minus Q. And what is value of P given in the example? Value of P given in the example is x, and Q given is x square. We have to find distance of this. So what it means, you need to find the inner product of x minus x square with x minus x square. This is P minus Q actually. So by definition, it is -1 to 1 x minus x square multiplied by x minus x square. And after calculating, take the square root of it. You'll get distance. Evaluate this with respect to x and put the limit, lower limit, upper limit of the integration. Finally, you get its answer as 4 by root 15. This is distance between two vectors P and Q. So you need to simplify this integration, and everybody can do integration easily. One more example like this type I will have. Use inner product on function space. You have to use this inner product here. Integration 0 to 1 f of x g of x. Continuous derived functions you are going to define. Use this inner product, and you have verified that this is inner product in the previous lecture. What is question asked? Compute the inner product of f with g for given f of x and g of x in vector space v equal to 0, 1. This is the function space. Now the first problem, f of x is cos of 2 pi x and g of x is sine 2 pi x. It should be sine 2 pi x. And for second example, f of x is x and g of x is e to the power x. In the second example, g of x is this. So two examples we need to solve separately. Solution of first, f is sine 2 pi x, g is sine, okay, f is cos actually, f is cos, sorry. F is cos 2 pi x and g is sine 2 pi x. And by the definition of inner product, you need to just evaluate this. Cos of 2 pi x sine 2 pi x with respect to x. 0 to 1, you need to just integrate this. Integration, you can evaluate this integration easily. You can apply the formula. Okay, what do you do? 1 by 2 times 0 to 1. We know 2 sine theta cos theta is what? 2 sine theta, and cos theta is sine 2 theta. So this is half integration of sine of 4 pi x. And you know what is the integration of sine x? Integration of sine kx. What is integration of sine kx? It is minus cos of kx. K is 4 pi minus cos of kx divided by k. K is 4 pi. And what are the limits? Limits are 0 to 1. Just put the limits and you can evaluate it. After evaluation, this half upper, when you put upper limit, it is minus cos of 4 pi upon 4 pi minus minus plus cos of 0 upon 4 pi. So what is the simplification? Now 1 upon 4 pi is common, so 1 upon 8 pi is there. Cos of 4 pi is minus 1 and cos of 0 is plus 1. So it should be 0. So these two are their inner product is 0. F and G given inner product is 0. Similarly, you can calculate another part also. Similarly, you can have another. What is B part? The B part is F and G are known to you that F is X and G is, so LIT rule you can apply. X integration, it's not integration, X e to the power X dx, and then put limit 0 to 1 minus d by dx of X integration of e to the power X dx. 0 to 1. So this first part is x e to the power x integration e to the power x, put limit 0 and 1. And secondly, 0 to 1 e to the power x integration is e to the power x. So finally it is 1 into e to the power 1 minus 0 minus e to the power x, put limit 0 and 1. So E minus e to the power 1 is E, and e to the power 0 is minus 1. So E get cancelled, its answer is 1 finally. So inner product of F comma G is 1 with defined product. Inner product of F comma G is 1. So inner product of F comma G is x e to the power x. It should be 1. Let us have example from vector space or matrix. Let V is all 2 by 2 matrices or real number, and for A equal to U1, U2, U3, U4, B equal to V1, V2, V3, V4. This also inner product defined earlier. The inner product of A and B is defined by this formula: U1 V1 plus U2 V2 plus U3 V3 plus U4 V4. This is the product defined. With this product, what is asked? This is inner product that we already checked. Or if you want to verify, you can verify once again. Find distance between A and B, where A is this matrix -2 1 4 0, and B is another matrix -5 6 1 2. So what is distance between A and B formula? Distance between A and B is just norm of A minus B. How one can calculate norm? It is the square root of inner product A minus B comma A minus B. And take a square root of it. You should write what is A minus B. I will write directly A minus B here. It is the inner product of A minus B is 3, 3 minus 5 minus 2. Its inner product with 3, 3 minus 5 minus 2. So after the calculations, 3 into 3 plus 3 into 3, multiply the corresponding positions. This is plus minus 5 into 5 plus minus 2 into minus 2. So this calculation goes to, finally, it should be in square root. So 47. Its calculation goes to 47. So distance between these two matrix or defined product. So it is important that what product you are going to define. It is important. So let us have another example. We'll have last example for this class. Let U equal to -1 1 2. V equal to 2 -1 2. Then find, it is asked to find 2U minus 3V inner product with 3U plus V. This is easy, one can solve. 2U minus 3V, just you calculate 2 times U minus 3 times V. Just find it, what is the value of it. And 3U plus V, 3 times minus 3 times. Okay, it is plus 1 times, sorry. It's 1 times V. V is 2 minus 1, 2. And after simplification, 2U minus 3V, you get -2 minus 6. It should be -8. 2 plus 3, it should be 5. And the last 4 minus 6, it should be -2. And this simplification, -3 plus 2, it is 1. -3 plus 2, it is -3 plus 2, it is -1. 3 minus 1, it is 2. 3 minus 1, it is 2. And 3 into 2 plus 2, it is 8. Now you can easily calculate this. And this is with respect to Euclidean inner product. Once Rn is mentioned and it is not specified that which product, you should always apply Euclidean inner product. So inner product of one can simplify and calculate it also, but it will take time. Minus 3u plus 3v, 2u minus 3v, and 3u plus v. 2u minus 3v that we have calculated. It is minus 8, 5u minus 2, and minus 1 to 8. So this inner product is minus 8 into minus 1, 5 into 2, minus 2 into 8. So it is 8 plus 10 minus 16. So final answer is this. So answer of inner product of 2u minus 3v and 3u plus v. It's a 2. So in the next lecture we will have theorem, the law of parallelogram in the inner product space, and some, if time permits, some exercise example that we'll discuss in the next lecture. Till then, we will